Hello, hello, it's Makita. Now you know when it's night, what comes after night? The day comes after night. The sun will always come out after the night. And that's how it is in our life, because sometimes we might be going through a period where things just seem so bleak. We are just in so much turmoil. But light will come out of that. It's not going to be forever. I know it feels that way. I know it feels like years and years you've been going through the same cycle. And maybe sometimes we do have to look at if we're doing the same things, if we have the same habits, if we do need to change some things about us. But if we know that we're going in the right direction, but it just seems that we keep meeting a lot of speed bumps, you got to keep going. The road will get smoother. I remember when I graduated from college, first I was so excited. I couldn't wait. I graduated with a computer engineering degree. I really wanted to get my feet wet, and I really wanted to work for NASA. That was my dream job. But when I graduated, they had stopped the space program. They canceled the space program, and thousands of engineers were without a job. So now you have thousands of qualified, experienced engineers vying for a job against the newbies that just graduated. And it was a struggle for me. For 3 months, I was applying different places, and I couldn't get a job. All of them wanted 10 years of experience as an engineer. I'm like, how am I supposed to have that? I just graduated. So I didn't get a job there. I got a job in a totally different industry that I didn't know I was going to get. But I was grateful. It was something very interesting. It was something that was being launched, and I was a part of the beginning of it, and I was grateful for it. But things got difficult again. And that's how it goes in our life. Things sometimes it's good for a while. It's a roller coaster ride. That's what life is. And I guess we have to accept that. It's a roller coaster ride. At some parts it's nice and smooth and fun, and at some parts it's terrifying and death-defying. So we gotta roll with the punches. So things got difficult again. But later on, I had a breakthrough. And a lot of people liken those kind of situations to, such as with birth. With birth, when you're going through labor, for the women who have, and I haven't yet, but so I hear. When you're going through birth, of course, during the labor, it is tough. You want to stop. You want to give up. But you can't. The birthing process is happening already. You cannot give up. It's there already. And that's how you have to think about with your dreams and with your ambitions too. The labor process, the birthing process has already started. It's tough. It's difficult. It's not pretty, but you can't give up. And right when it seems like your pain is at the worst, this miracle comes forth. And that's how it will be for you too. After the storm comes the calm. But you have to stick it out. In order to see it, you have to stick it out. Just like with a caterpillar or even a plant. The seed is under the ground, it's in darkness. It doesn't even know what light is yet. But it knows it has to push to the top. So it keeps pushing itself. It keeps growing. It keeps fighting against the dirt that's compounding against it. And it keeps pushing up until finally it breaks through the surface. Wow, and it sees the light. It comes out of the darkness and it sees the light, it sees the sun. And now it has a chance, because now it has the sunlight to help it grow and to become big and to become that huge, strong tree that it's meant to be. And it's gonna have its challenges again. It's small, people can step on it, right? Maybe animals might want to eat it. It has to fight through a lot of things. And that's what you have to do too. You have to fight through a lot of things. You have to fight for what it is that you want and the life that you want. And as I said, sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you feel alone. Sometimes you're in darkness. But the sun will come out. I promise you, it will come out. You just have to keep going. You have to keep going. All right? So don't ever give up. Keep going. The sun will come out. When things around us, it just seems like it's falling apart. With our natural eyes, we don't see a way. We don't see a way out. We have to look with our spiritual eyes. Because God does not think like us. He does not think like us. And that's where our faith has to come in. Our faith has to be stronger than our natural eyes. And than our ears too. Because sometimes you're going after something, but the news is telling you, oh my gosh, things are horrible and no one's able to do this. You have to block all those things out. They don't apply to you. Our faith has to be stronger than our vision. Our faith has to be stronger than our physical senses. So you have that faith and you ask for direction and guidance, and you will get it. Sometimes it's not easy. I'm not saying it's not going to be easy. I'm not saying that you're not going to doubt sometimes. But the sun will come out. Have faith. It always does. Think back to those times where you were in those situations before, where you were crying out, where things were so difficult. But then something beautiful was born out of those times. Remember those times. You'll be all right. God's got you. I love you. Have an awesome day. Bye.